Hello, hello. This is a little bit of a hey when I'm actually feeling kind of and so I wrote down a discouraged because that's really how I'm feeling today, and trying to fight against it, and I thought about discouraged. It's like a lack of courage. So there is that. And the other thing I wrote down was backed into a corner. I think those two can often really go together. If you feel you're backed into a corner, and there's no way out, which is not the case. I think there's always a way out. But it may be something that takes great courage to even recognize. And this has been a bit prolonged for me. Maybe a couple of weeks of just feeling like, poof, I can't hardly, and I, as we all do, try to rally and get through the day. But if we can summon that sort of, tap into that well of possibility, support, courage. I notice I often hold it where you can see the card and I can't. This is Six of Swords. And I like that because I was just thinking about it this morning. It's moving to the calmer side. It's getting out of troubled waters and all of that. But it's also knowing when it's time. That there's been enough change that we can begin to move out of this place that has not been calm. Let's put it that way. I'm doing it again. What do we have? High Priestess. She would know. It's a card, it sometimes gets overlooked, at least by me to talk about, but highly sensual. In that she reads the energies, she senses all of it. That's how she approaches the world. She's like she's fine-tuned. I'm getting the image of like a tuning fork. She sometimes I don't even get what the metaphor is, but tuning into the right frequency. This she could do. And it involves increased clarity, following your own truth, moving out of a troubled mindset, discouragement maybe. But she could kind of sense what's coming, what's here now, what has been, the whole trajectory. And she feels it. Like in her bones, not in her brain, really, in her bones. And again, that feeling image of the sensuality, and her senses extend to that, extrasensory perception. That's her, Priestess, number 2 in the major arcana. Okay. Next up, we have Ace of Pentacles, that opportunity. The opportunity for an opportunity. Something is being offered that's tangible and real, and it's the seed, the very beginning, in 3D. She is attuned to all the energies that can't be seen. This is kind of evidence of something that can be seen, touched, tasted. You know, she's got the extrasensory perception, but can perhaps perceive this tangible offer. We talked about discouraged, lacking courage. Here it is. The card of strength, the card of courage, the card of overcoming. And it has something to do with your relationship to the lion heart. Because it's Wan's energy, and that's very powerful, heart-centered energy, the lion heart. And she's very peaceful regarding this sort of, it's like she's a conduit for this big, courageous energy. She can feel it. Wow, I'll say, Ace of Wands. In that same lion-hearted energy, the possibility for a passionate new beginning and a new direction. We have 2 aces on the board. I don't think you're backed into a corner. And it's sort of like I'm getting the image in High Priestess of that ability to feel it, to sense it. It's like sensing where the air hits your face. It's that image of if you're in a cave and you can't find your way out. One good indication is, where is the air coming from? You could hold up a match and it would quiver in the place where there's air, and that's what you want to follow, like the feeling of air on your face. For this new beginning. And the ending of something else. It's wrapping up a cycle, you know, in sword energy, moving forward. And I think it's having courage to let go of that 5 of Swords fight. And moving on. Because you can sense, you know, that there's something real out there. A new beginning, an opportunity. Once this cycle is completed. 10 of Swords. 10 speak to completion. Aces speak to new beginnings. So we have both here. Something's wrapping up. And bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. Again, in that Wands energy, the new beginning, the spark for some kind of joy, reunion, coupling up. I mean, look at these guys. You know, when you see those, I've seen videos of like couples hitting the floor, doing swing dance, and they're in just perfect coordination. They catch each other, they, you know, they're counterweight for each other. That's sort of what this is. They catch each other. So out of this ending is a transformative energy. We got the butterflies being released here. And for some reason I saw this place into which the swords are going and the flowers here, And it looked to me like a palm, like an outstretched hand. And that's a rough one, but, you know, moving forward. Pardon me. I'd like to know that could happen in this dress. Okay, this was on, whoa, this was on strength. And it's the Two of Wands. We've got a lot of fire energy here. Could be a fire sign, a Leo perhaps, Sag, or Aries. This is a choice. Which way do I go? And it's sort of a youth here trying to make the decision. You know, which direction now? Perhaps the new direction. And remember I said backed into a corner? This is exactly not backed into a corner. It's a card of navigation forward. Looking toward a future path. And there is a question of which path, because there's more than one. So not only not backed into a corner, there's a choice about how to get out and where you want to go. And I would suspect it's to Four of Wands. And this is one person on the card. This is the two people. So it may be like, how do I have the courage to get to this place? To begin again, Ace of Wands. Not backed into a corner. That's good news. I suspected as much. Ace of Coins, please. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. King of Coins. In that same energy that we're clarifying. Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is an earth energy. This is a grounded, stable, abundant, he, she, they. Could be an earth sign. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But it's the active principle. Queen of Pentacles is too, but this is like somebody who has the resources to take care of somebody else and the willingness to do that. It can indicate like financial abundance, but it's the way I see it, it's just an abundance of what you need, what you have, and it's enough to be able to share it and to make this offer, which may be coming from an earth sign. Okay, tell us about the forward movement, the Six of Swords. It's time. Swords are a quick energy, sort of like speed of thought. Okay. Well, I kind of like that. We have, first up, Queen of Pentacles. That's what I was liking, the match on the board. So we have somebody going toward their match, I think. They can feel it. They can feel the direction. They can feel the direction. They have the courage and the strength. They've overcome something. They can feel the direction. And whoever's waiting for them knows it's coming in, that a choice has been made. Let's see, what about the choice? Oh, Manischewitz. Man, oh, Manischewitz. That was an old ad from my way back youth. We have awakening, which is judgment. It can be like a reckoning, a second chance, the possibility of it, a decision that needs to be made, but it's also just like the resurrection, something coming back to life. That's on High Priestess. And it's sort of happening in stages. We have the character down in a kind of crouch here, then standing up. And then there's sort of one more level, which is the kind of arisen one. That sounds sort of awkward, but the one who's risen up, or is rising up. Maybe that's better. The one who's rising up. Chariot on Ace of Wands. A bold new beginning, a victorious start that is balanced, forward moving, a card of Cancer, has to do with deep feelings. Deep feelings and passion. Not only forward movement, but a sense of direction. New one. Something passionate, purposeful, inspired. The major arcana here are magnificent. Strength, Chariot, Judgment, High Priestess. The courage to, you're not only not backed into a corner, you've absolutely overcome something. Tapped into your own core strength. Brought something into alignment. Feelings are into alignment. And maybe it's an alignment. There are no cups energy per se on the board. No, except this big guy. This major arcana card of Cancer, water energy, cups energy. And to come into this kind of dance with somebody, it implies and depends on an alignment of feelings. It's the two of you coming together into this meeting place. You and the beloved. The courage to choose the direction. The courage to move forward. The courage to be who you are. The authentic you. The authentic yous. And then the true new beginning. The fresh start. The fresh start. And it may depend on having the courage, strength to make this choice, Two of Wands. But everything here points to you both doing that, because this is a card of both in alignment. Chariots can't move forward if one's pulling this way and one's pulling that way. This is pulling together for this new beginning. Both of you, King and Queen of Coins. And that doesn't mean two earth signs. It doesn't mean a man and a woman. It's just a match. Could be same-sex couple. But there's a reunion coming because the cycle is, I think, closed out. A painful Ten of Swords cycle, because the only other swords energy on the board is Six of Swords, this card of moving forward, and fast. So this transformation, this awakening, It's almost like coming to consciousness and coming into the 3D. There's an opportunity for great passion in this. And they're saying, flip it. Empress, love it. Card of Taurus, that earth energy. You know, the big mama. The force of growth. You know, she's feeding everybody. It's a card of fertility. There's a baby. There may be a child involved, but there's just abundance. She's the principle of there's enough. We have enough. King and Queen of Pentacles. In this life, in this time, authentic new beginning. Again, echoed, new beginning, the resurrected. And you can feel it. You can feel it coming. You can feel it coming. You can feel it coming. So out of confusion, 7 of Cups, and this struggle, 5 of Wands. Moving away from that. You know, choosing a path. I mean, 5 of Wands is almost like the backed into the corner feeling. There is a way. There is a way forward. And it's not so much a way out as it is a way forward. Out of confusion. And 5 of Swords. 9 of Cups. A wish granted. A situation, I think, in which both parties have moved away from this. I mean, we've gotten that again and again. That I'm backed into a corner. I'm stuck in this. And I kept calling it a kerfuffle, and it's really not a kerfuffle. It's a dust-up. It's like a rumble. It's a rumble. But there's a wish fulfillment in Cups energy. The struggle around feelings and connection. Each of you, by following your personal happiness, will come into this meeting place. I mean, if either person is in that, I want a rumble place, or I'm in a rumble and I can't get out, you can't reach this aligned energy. But what I see here is us reaching for it, having the courage and the strength to overcome this on the level of everyday life. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, everyday life has a ton of this. Rumble. Struggle. But there's always an ability through changing the way you think about things, what you believe in. You can follow a truth. There's a true path. There's a true way out of this backed into the corner feeling. And all you have to do is choose it. Choose the path. Have the courage. Don't feel discouraged. Have the courage to choose the way forward. It leads to new beginnings, passion, the closing out of the bad sword energy, the bad way of thinking about things, whatever caused this into the peaceful place. Let's do that. I'm all in favor of that. Last card up, 10 of Wands. It's been a struggle, you know, but that's a card, particularly in this deck, of hanging in there. With that wand in your hand, you know, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. Having the courage. This is wounded warrior energy. Been through it. Still standing. Torch in hand. Wand in hand. Creative life force energy is not been stomped out of you. Not by a long shot. You've got that new beginning in hand and the ability to rally, to make the choice. It always seems to land us in a good place. And I feel a little less discouraged. There's a lot of stability and abundance ahead. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Empress. You know, take heart. You're a brave heart. Take heart. Clang. Please like, share, subscribe. If you can take a minute to do that, it means a lot to the channel. I appreciate you guys. Till next time.